just like I did want to. Wait, give it to the ladies so properly. I just start to prime up, then I start to wind up. And from the thing said good, the sing it does climb up. Ready for the action, total satisfaction. It's when I start to attack. I just want mash up the puchuluchu, mash up the neck. I will mash up the puchuluchu, mash up the neck. I will mash up the puchuluchu, mash up the neck. I will mash up the puchuluchu, mash up the neck. It's me the puchuluchu, the puchuluchu. It's me the puchuluchu, the puchuluchu. It's me the puchuluchu, the puchuluchu. It's me the puchuluchu, the puchuluchu.
WEFM, the clean fresh sound.
Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
And good morning to everybody. We are back with you for another segment of our Activated Mornings program. And Rajiv, we saw that, eh? Yes, Rajiv, we saw that. All right. Rajiv was outside there dancing to Puchuluchu. So at this time, we will be conducting an interview with Samuel, Stamina Smurf Thomas, and Lamar Blama Allen. So good morning to both of you and welcome to the studios of WEFM.
Good morning. You know what's funny? You're the first person to actually get my name right.
That's because, I mean, right? All right. How is it though? I mean, okay, my surname is Samuel, so maybe that's why.
Have to be because, people that's always struggle with my
serious?
first name, yeah.
Samuel, that's
hard to pronounce.
yeah.
But anyway.
Listen, mine only have 3 syllables and people struggle with mine all the time. So, I could understand. All right. So how are you guys doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. Morning to all the listeners. Hope you guys are having a great one thus far. Yes, we're here.
Yeah, same. Good morning. Thank you for having me as well. And good morning to all the listeners of WEFM. We are here in the studio of WEFM.
All right. So, who is Samuel and who is Lamar? Let me call y'all by your stage names, all right? Who is Stamina Smurf and who is Blama?
I am Stamina Smurf right here.
Person, please.
Hello.
Well, obviously that makes me Blama.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So tell us a little bit more. Where do you hail from, etc.?
come down the line. Go ahead.
So I was born and raised in River. Y'all familiar with it?
Reverse Outso.
Heard the name.
Outso, right. Outso.
Yeah, Windward side.
Yeah, Windward side. Around like Prospect,
Okay, right.
Brighton, Diamond area.
That's off the main.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know if you know the 70 church that look like
This
Where there's a deep corner,
So
right?
up in like,
See, I know. Yeah.
Okay.
so I was born and raised there. Grew up with my 2 sisters and my mom. Then I moved to New York in 2010, but I've still, from then, I still been making contributions.
Okay, so you're mostly based overseas? Is that it?
Mostly based overseas, but I'm here every single year, making my contributions to the culture, to the mass, because, I'm into production and I'm also an artist.
Okay. Mr. Blama.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, so I'm also from the countryside, more further out. I'm not even to be specific.
Okay.
I grew up in Diamonds Village / Mountain.
Mhm.
Yeah, grew up a humble little guy. Yes, and made my way to St. Vincent Grammar School. That's where I met this young man and got introduced to the music scene. Hence the reason I'm here this morning. Yeah, so from there it's just history. Understand? Grateful person. Yeah, I'll keep it simple and sweet.
Okay, so you were in class together?
Yes, we were.
Oh, okay.
Nice. So how did you get into music though? Was it, through each other or?
Well, yeah. In terms of making music of my own, it was we got connected through music as well. Because it was a song that he knew, and I knew as well, and I was playing the song, and he was like, oh, you know that song? And the conversation started on music. And from there, he had his little studio at home where he did in his little bedroom. And so from there, we just went and did our little singing. And did our little singing in the little studio that he had. And from there, we just kept going. Just put in the work and bringing us to this point now.
Okay. And what attracted you to soca though? Why not calypso?
I guess before it was dancehall.
Yeah.
And the structure of dancehall was they could work along easier with the soca as well. But I wouldn't limit myself. I can't do calypso if I choose to. Facts.
All right. So we have joining us in studio as well, Mr. Matt Skull. So, that's the No, it can't swing over. All right. You're going to have to go over, and we're just going to have to figure out something here with the cameras. All right. So we're going to start it out. We will start it out. All right. So, folks, just give us a little moment there. Some little issues. All right. So
mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Testing. Yeah. All right. Okay. So Mascal, how are you?
I'm blessed. Very good to be back home.
What else? Come on. What else?
Well, Mascal is here, ready to shell on the place. You don't know. Well,
how has the season been going?
Yeah, the season been going good for me still. I have few songs that I put out, which is playing, which is good. Well,
you tell us. Has it been a good one so far? Good season so far?
Yeah, the season is shaping up good. You know, I just came, so not just. This is like the 5th day in St. Vincent, so it's been going good. Just waiting for the shows to make me appearance and whatever is going on.
Okay. And where do you hail from? Because we asked them earlier where they're from.
I'm from Union Island. I fly up from Union Island and come to the mainland. So.
Okay. So you represent
the UK.
Pretty good.
I just joking. No, so I live in the UK. So you fall for that?
Yeah, I did. I thought originally you're from Union.
Nah. Originally, I'm from Union Island.
Right. Okay.
But
you like play?
I live in the UK, and I just came in. So
Okay. And I see Ari here saying his business started in the bedroom. Who's that directed to?
That was when Blama was talking.
Oh, when Blama was speaking. Okay.
Yeah.
I know
Because
Ari.
I want to know what business.
I know. No, let me tell you. I know exactly what Ari is putting on here, and that was more directed to me. All right. So all right. All right. So let's get into it. What caused you, or what inspired all of you to get involved in soca?
So back then, this is years ago, Wetty used to do Junior Soca Monarch every year. And, Wetty was always an entertainer. So I used to watch, I was inspired. I used to listen to soca music.
Wetty Beats is a producer.
Yeah, Wetty is one of my producers. So by watching Wetty going and do that as a young child, I used to say to myself, well, I could do that too. And then, we go school together. And then Wetty, he got his own studio, started doing music, and we just start doing music together, and that's how we come about. That's how Matt Skull come about.
Wetty is also an artist.
Yeah.
So that's how in Union in Shoma downstairs we started doing music.
Okay, so you all knew each other before?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Music bring us together.
All right. And how is it generally collaborating or working with each other? Because we had an interview this morning with Problem Child and Keep Currency, and we saw that, well, in a sense, Problem has become the mentor for Keith.
Yep.
And we were talking about what saying that I found it so heartwarming in a sense because of the bond that is there. Sometimes we tend to find that there's a fight down or a bit of a fight down in soca. How do you feel about it? Because you just said music brings you all together.
In anything you do, me personally, you will get fight. You do good, you will get fight. You do bad, you're still gonna get fight. But in the soca industry, well, for me, I get the love that not really what I deserve, but the people show me love. Maybe people that us get fight, but I really and truly I don't really see it sometimes. But it don't matter. I just doing what I love and just keep putting out music. It don't matter if people fight me. Fighting me ain't gonna stop me from doing what I love. Okay. So I just get a blind eye to the fight.
You see, I would say I do get a fight. I just take real licks. For years I take in licks. But the passion and love I have for the music, it's like, as much as it might be discouraging, I love it too much, so I just can't even be discouraged. I just keep going. And I would say over the past 3 years, I definitely have been feeling much more loved and appreciated by the people in the industry, and now the general public starting to catch on as well.
Okay.
All right. Going back to the original question. Yeah, in terms of how we cope and so forth. Well, with me and him, there's always friendship turned into brotherhood.
So you don't see him as competition? You don't see each other as competition?
No, never. We don't. Okay. Never. We don't. It's brotherhood coming up right through. You understand? He giving me his opinion, and he's a heavy critic. You understand? And I use that to drive me, and he takes my input as well and use that to drive him. And that's what we use together and just build. And in terms of everybody else in the industry, it's just manners and respect. You understand? You give respect and reciprocate the same energy. So it's not no fight in terms of how I look at you if you're far ahead or whatever, because everybody time comes. Everybody have their time. So it's just like being patient and being respectful and just doing what you have to do, staying in your lane.
And one main thing too, you gotta keep it real with your people. So there's times that I have done music and there's something inside it that Blama find wasn't all that. Or like whether it's the content, whether it's the lyrics, whether it's the way, the melody, whatever. And he would tell me straight up, as much as I might love it, he don't care about my emotions, how I would feel. He would tell me straight up, nah, that ain't go work, that ain't sound good. You had to go back to the drawing boards. And that is the type of things we need. We don't need yes men. You need real people in your team, in your circle. And that is how you would continue to progress.
That's true.
Now, when you three started doing your music, I'm sure you had a vision of, they have this question, where do you see yourself in 2 years? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? So I'm sure you had a vision, and you probably had that 1 year, 5 year, 2 months, or however long plan. How far into that vision are you now? Are you at a satisfactory place, or are you telling yourself, boy, I still got a lot of work to do?
You could never be satisfied when it comes to this music thing, to be honest. You can't be satisfied because it always have another level to go. Another level to go. So I won't say artists get satisfied. Maybe they'll be laid back, but not satisfied. And I can't see I don't know where I'm gonna be 2 hours from now, so I can't tell where I'm gonna be in 5 years from now. But the idea is to reach the highest that I can go, the top.
And where is that for you though?
Well,
what would be your, I know sometimes people say you don't talk your biggest dreams out because, but you could probably tell us.
So, promotion, doing my own show in St. Vincent. So you always start from home. So I want to start doing my own show home, Matchcall and Company or wherever it is. And then that same show, start to take it either regional and then international. But I want to be out every weekend. Every weekend I want to perform in some way,
Okay.
So I want to reach that level, like high, like everybody know who his Matchcall is.
Okay.
Well, for me, when I got initiated in this, I always told myself that, just want to have fun with it and sing where you enjoy and be a part of it. So with me, it's not like I'm trying to be the next soca monarch king, or I'm trying to be the greatest name in soca or whatever. I'm just taking it as it is and just growing with it. so that I never disappoint myself in a sense. Understand? Just have fun with it and grow with it.
Okay.
So where I'm at is where I'm supposed to be and continue to go.
Okay. But you must have an ultimate reach, though. You don't? Or you don't want to disclose it? If you don't want to disclose, I could understand.
I'm just growing with it. Just growing with it because every
Speak
year,
it into existence.
every year, every year you might meet some challenges and certain things, and according to you might think, well, you're disappointing yourself in a sense, you're disappointed, and they kind of crush you and kind of pull you back a bit. But if you have you're just going with it and just striving, and could only go up.
Okay.
I do not think that I am where I felt like I should have been. However, I'm not going to say that I haven't reached places that I didn't think I would have reached, because right now I have 3 titles under my belt, which is Fireman Hooper, Road March, Fireman Hooper, Soca Monarch, and Gog Party Monarch for Barbados, right?
Okay.
Matter of fact, I could add Cahalia Beach New Song Competition. So I didn't know I would have, I would get to that point, especially how quickly I got there. In 2014 is when I got the Party Monarch title, and I started music in 2010. So for me, that was kind of quick when it comes to production. I didn't think I would have reached it that fast. So I definitely have my ups and downs, but like Matt Scott said, you're never satisfied. There's always a higher level to reach, and you just keep going and going until you reach you feel like what the highest level is.
Okay. And what for all of you has been the biggest lesson that you've learned to be in this soca business? I see you smiling, so go right ahead. I know you have something on the tip of your tongue.
Oh boy, don't trust nobody. That is my biggest lesson. Don't trust nobody. Just be very observant and know that people are willing to put you down so they could be up.
Okay, that was heavy, but it's okay.
My biggest lesson is disappointment inevitable. So just try your best to walk around it and deal with it. That's my biggest lesson.
Okay.
I'm just thinking, what is my biggest lesson learned so far?
So far, Alrighty, violins are playing in the meantime. Let me wait.
I'm trying to figure out what was one of the biggest lessons I have learned over the time. Maybe, to be honest, I just go blank.
Yeah. Okay.
As in my head, just go. Ask another question. I'll come back to that one.
All right.
Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna show you this.
Oh no, sorry.
I like to ask. Well, Roleza wanted to know what's the biggest lesson, but in all of what you do, well, I mean, there are positives and negatives in everything, right? So bearing in mind everything, all the negative comments about your music, if you do get those, how do you respond when you see a comment like, "Oh, what kind of stupid song he sing there?" Do you watch it in a way and say, "What is wrong with these people?" Or do you get upset? Or do you actually say, "Let me see what they're talking about. Let me listen to this again and see if there is something in this that maybe I could have done differently"? How do you approach that?
So me personally, when somebody say about stupid song, actually no song ain't really stupid, innit? That's not the right thing to say. The sound is it depending on how somebody feel when they hear the beat. Like what's a sound? What's a sound? So, anyways, we ain't go.
Probably don't call it.
Yeah. But it's not a stupid sound, but it's catchy. But what I might like, you might not like it. So just do music. Look at one song we really catchy. It's an Afro song, but it's just saying yeah. You see how that is? That is just a sound. So I think just do what you gotta do and just make music.
You gotta look at it like this. If you go on YouTube right now and you look up wherever the biggest song is with the most views and whatever, that song has dislikes. Not everybody going to like your stuff. You just have to come to that acceptance that, not everybody going to like it. You might have a passion and be emotional about your craft. However, just accept that not everybody going to like what you put out, and that is just it. So you can't take it too hard.
Okay. We know that go ahead.
Yeah, so I agree with Smurf, and I would add though, you can take a lemon and make lemonades, because
second time for the morning we've heard that.
because if somebody like saying like what kind of stuff that mean they're listening. So you could use that as a way now to bring other people attention. So this is the Shuppet song they're talking about. So you could use it as a marketing strategy as well. Can be done.
And sometimes as well, by someone saying that your song, sometimes people should make it motivate you to actually listen back to what you have done and then go back to the drawing board and develop a craft. Because somebody say, okay, the song is stupid, or ask the person why. It's always a why.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, it's a curious question for the three of you, because you are younger artists, right? Do you feel that you are respected or appreciated by the older folks? Because every year we have this discussion about, or persons have this discussion about, okay, what is it that these young people are putting out? When, like even this morning, a segment, I played a series of songs from back in the day, which if we had to look at it now, some persons might criticize. So like Whoop Swaps, Man I Kill a Snake, right? Let Me Through Victoria Park. Right. Those type of songs that back then our parents jumped and danced to and could have been termed as being stupid songs. Right. But then we now have the generation who's coming out with their own type of music. How do you all feel that the older generation looks upon you?
I think like just like back then, like the older generation before, they might look at it like, okay, this is weird, this is new. You understand? So I feel that's how they're going to look at it as well. Like, it's some new song, and they might look at it and judge it a kind of how. But then at the end of the day, you have to know that time goes on. You understand? The song changes along the way. So,
okay. You don't feel those kind of like critical eyes on you, or this constant pulling you down? It's from the older folks I'm talking about. The older generation of artists.
Honestly, I don't get no pull down from older folks.
Good.
But if I was getting the pull down, I would understand. Music evolves, and it's not for only the soca genre. If you listen to modern day hip hop versus back in the day hip hop, it's like a totally different sound. So the old hip hop heads, they might be looking at the new school like, what is this? You know what I mean? And that's the same thing that happening in every single genre, including soca. So I mean, it's going to happen. It's inevitable. It's going to happen.
Okay.
Can't escape it.
All right.
Me, I don't really get no fight from no. Is fight you say, or
pull down?
Yeah, pull down.
Or not as well embraced.
I think everybody embraces me. Well, I think, but as an artist or as a older artist, I think the older artist is supposed to support the younger ones and pull them to their side and guide them. Yeah. But I don't think it does be happening. So okay, let me get an example. So if one of the young artists get a big song, the older artists in the business, they're ain't obligated to it, but to push that artist on another platform. Like, say, okay, I'll bring you on tour with me. Okay, I'll give you a couple bookings here and you run out on stage because the song, they're high streams and stuff like that. But it don't really happen like that. But I'm not saying that they're obligated to carry an artist to push that artist because of the song. They're not obligated to it, but I think it will be something good, because I used to question myself about that as well. How come but maybe I needed to reach out to this artist and say, okay, let me go here with you or whatever the case is. But it is what it is.
Okay. I feel like I needed like another 50 more minutes with you guys, but we have to bring the interview to an end. But as usual, one of the things that we like to do is to pass on knowledge, right? So for younger artists, because you're young, but younger artists, maybe in 30 seconds, let us know what it is that you would say as words of advice. You've been in the business for a bit, as words of advice to someone who's looking up to all three of you at this time.
I would say just continue to work on your craft and stay consistent. Don't be afraid to ask for help, especially from people who have the experience, and you would be fine. Consistency is key. That is what would always bring you progress and bring you the success. So that's my advice.
Okay.
My advice to them, stay consistent. Stay consistent. If you get a big song this year and next year come and you don't get a big song, don't take it to heart. Just keep dropping song and your time will come. Big man thing. Respect.
Blama?
Well, for mine, first and foremost, be humble. Understand, be able to listen, be able to take advice, be able to accept criticism, because it's gonna come from angle of another artist, your listeners, even people in your own home. You understand? But you can't make that detour you from wanting to reach your heights. So just continue to do your thing, put in that work, and this is, and for real, like, remember this. If you remember nothing else, it ain't an easy game. It ain't an easy industry at all. So make sure you're back, Brad. Make sure you're back, Brad, and make sure you're serious about it. Make sure you're serious about it, because when you step inside here, you have to bring your game. Because you can't just come one time and say, all right, me get you now, me get you, because you can't just get you like that. There's always another level to go. So be willing to climb that ladder to the top.
All right. Yeah. All right. We need to do a part 2 to this. All right.
Yep.
Promising?
Yeah.
All right. All right. And that concludes our interview this morning with Stamina Smurf, Blama, and Mr. Matskull. All right.
And before we go, I have to say, Matskull, somebody from Union Sneffers is sending you some shout out. There's enough respect to you.
Big up my Union people. Respect.
All right. So that concludes our interview for this morning. And with that, we are also going to sign out for today. All right. So this is Roleza signing out. Wishing everyone a great Friday. It is Rum and Rhythm happening today. It is the official start of Vincymas 2025. We have 3 artists here who are already doing their thing for the carnival season. So whatever way you can be a part of it, you can do so. All right. So be good, be safe, everybody, and see you guys on Monday at 6 a.m. bright and early for our morning devotions. All right.
Morning what?
Devotions.
I go be here.
Lovely.
Thanks again for having us.
And 1 second. And
the social media handle.
Just before we get to that, and this is Dianna saying goodbye. As Roleza said, it's Rum and Rhythm Friday from 9 o'clock tonight. We outside, so you could do what you gotta do. You could even go in 2 things one time, jump from outside, lime on the street later, and then you're in Victoria Park later for Rum and Rhythm. Things are looking nice. The setup is beautiful. Tomorrow there is the Kiddies Fun Fiesta, and on Sunday and evening with the Legend. Whole weekend we outside. Make sure you're safe outside. Bye.